Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the GTX 1060 and how it stands up to mining Ethereum in 2022, if it's worth getting one, and what the profitability numbers are like. Now let's dive in. So everyone's situation is going to be different. If you have really cheap or free electricity, then these cards may still be very profitable for you. But for example, because my electric rate has gone up substantially here in the UK, then I've been trimming my really inefficient cards. And the 1060 kind of falls into one of those, unfortunately, for me personally anyway. So the GTX 1060 was released in 2016, so it is quite an old card. So one of the things is that it's going to be quite hard to resell, and resellability is definitely one thing to take into consideration, because if the crypto market just goes completely down the toilet, then at least you've got cards to sell to gamers still. Now if we take a look over at what to mine, we can see that I've put one 1060 in. Mine's doing about 20.5 mega hash at 83 watts. And at the moment I'm on about 25 cents per kilowatt hour-ish. So we calculate that out. And the GTX 1060 is only making about 80 cents a day at the moment, 30 cents after profitability at that electric cost. So for example, some people are on 5 cents per kilowatt hour. So if we calculate that out, you can see that it's only costing you 10 cents to mine that, so your profit margin's a heck of a lot higher. So it does completely depend on your electric prices and your situation that you're in. And as you can see, the 1060 is still holding up on some of these other coins as well. But again, when you put in my electric rate at the moment, for example, and then calculate out, you'll see that most of these other coins are barely profitable. A lot of them are in the negative. But my 1060 anyway only gets about 20.5 mega hash. I used to have more 1060s, but I've only got one left. Some of my older ones did 24 to 24.5 mega hash at about between 90 and 100 watts, but it was always about the same efficiency. If we bring up my miner, because I've got 3 cards in this rig, this is kind of my gaming rig at the moment in the living room, and the 1060, it's only doing 20.17. I swear it's dropping like every week at the moment by just a couple of points. But yeah, so doing 84 watts, and it's only 243 kilohash per watt, which is pretty inefficient, especially for my electric rates. I like to try and aim for over 400 kilohash per watt. And normally the 2070 Super is doing about 43.5 to 44 mega hashes a second. So that's over 400 kilohash per watt, but at the moment I'm recording the screen, so it's dropped down to 33.86 as that's the main card. But when it comes to efficiency, I'm always trying to aim for over 400 kilohash per watt. Over 450 kilohash per watt is excellent, but I can deal with a few cards between 350 and 400 kilohash per watt. So if we have a look at pricing for the 1060 at the moment, on eBay secondhand, you can see that they're going for between 150 and 200 pounds, which is about $250 to $270, something like that. Now, when I'm looking for second-hand cards, the pricing I'm usually going for is anything less than £10 per mega hash, which equates to around $13.50 per mega hash. So anything less than that. And a lot of cards that I've got lately have been around £8 to £9 per mega hash. Got a lot of really good deals lately, I guess, as people have been scared because they think we're going into a bear market, which we could possibly still be doing, but we'll just have to wait. So this used to be, within my price range, being under £10 per mega hash. If you're going to get over 20 mega hash, then under £200 would be okay. But because of the inefficiency, I wouldn't be considering these cards in my situation anymore. But still, if you've got cheap or free electric, then you can still profit quite a bit off these cards. But also consider the resale value, as they are coming up to 6 years old now. They were released in 2016. That's the type of card that I've got at the moment. That's the only 1060 I've got left, and I'm probably going to be selling it as part of a gaming PC because I've got a motherboard to sell as well. So in conclusion, the GTX 1060 is still reasonably profitable if you've got decent electric rates, but it all depends on your situation and how profitable it is for you. There's also something to be said about density in rigs, so the more mega hash you can have per card, the less cards you need per rig, so you need less rigs then to power. Because obviously I know you're powering the cards, but you're also powering each individual motherboard, CPU, RAM, and everything on there, whether you've got fans, RGBs, everything else. Plus you've got the individual efficiency curves of the power supplies that you're using. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. But I think the GTX 1060, especially if we're going into the next bear market or when we do, it's probably going to be one of these cards that for a lot of people, it's going to be profiting just a little bit or it's going to be break even. So I'd personally be aiming for maybe 20 series or 16 series or newer by this point. 30 series cards are still really expensive if you're considering just buying them for mining. That's why I still haven't got a 30 series card yet, because I'm only willing to go up to a certain price per mega hash at the moment. And we still don't know if the merge on Ethereum is happening in June, so we'll have to see. We should know next month sometime if the merge is going to be happening by June, but fingers crossed we get a bit more time to mine Ethereum, so we'll see. Anyway, that's it for this video, so I'll wrap it up there. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content or learned something, please drop a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy mining!